Got a 2024 Volkswagen TAOS. I don't know what size motor in there, but it sounds like a 4-cylinder to me if you ask me. But strangely, this came in for brake noise for the front, and the owner's uncle got the brakes for this vehicle, but I kind of rejected the idea of putting the brakes that they got from CarQuest, and I'm gonna show you why. But what's going on again is brake noise. Usually what happens, the rotors become glazed. See how shiny it is? They'll become glazed, and that's what will be the result of brake noise, because it's like the fingernail against a chalkboard kind of noise. Two glassy smooth surfaces coming in contact, and I guess because of the different metal, it'll squeak, you know, just like your finger going against some, I guess it's like a table or something, and you hear that noise. You know, you'll get noise. It's because it's not abrasive. But I have my growing suspicions, because I just did the other side. I'm just going to do the busy side here because it has the brake sensor on, if I recall properly, on this side. So I'm going to save this for the video, what I'm about to do now, because I already did one side. Very easy. Very, very easy. But I have my growing suspicions about what caused this. And you can see the tires are shiny. So I'm pretty sure that whoever cleaned the car sprayed that armor all around here, and it got on the rotors, came in contact with the friction material, and caused this glazing issue. The rotors honestly look okay. I just don't, they're shiny. I would rather for them to have a dull look going on, but even though they look fine, they can cause some noise. But I got a pad for that. So the pads I'll be using are the Duralast Elite from AutoZone, and reasons being, even though I frequently patronize O'Reilly's, they have a bad quality pad. I'm just going to use a pick to get these off of here. They have a bad quality pad, and I'm not a big fan of the import direct, even though I was using that in some of my previous videos. I just had one too many comebacks, and I don't like doing warranty replacements. I don't know why this one's a pain in the butt to get out. There you go. And so that's why I wound up switching pads with AutoZone, because their resurfacing technology is a lot superior than what O'Reilly's had. So it's more of a layer break-in. So what they call a layer transfer from AutoZone with the Duralast Elite versus a break-in coating with the import direct. It gave it more bite with the import direct, but it was not longevity brake dust, no go. And again, if I gotta do, it's a 50-50 roll of dice chance that they're coming back, I'm not. I gave up on them. 17 millimeter. Oh gosh. So you're gonna need a 17 millimeter to hold the guide pin nut, and the 13 in the back here to take off the retaining nut. But what I did last time, on the other side, I just pulled the bottom off, because you can't swing the top all the way over, even though you have a lot of brake hose. And I didn't have a lip on. I'm going the wrong way. I didn't have enough lip between the brake and the rotor to get a flathead in there, so I just did it at the piston. So I'm gonna lift it up a little bit. So I'm gonna go and lift up a little bit and go between the pad and the piston, just like that, and just push on over. Now I got plenty of wiggle room, and again, you can't lift it up because of that. So I'm gonna pull that top off and just lay the caliber on over. Get that 17. So I was assuming that this is going to have brake wear indicators on the side, because the box came with brake wear indicator. So, but it doesn't. Hit that with some brake clean. I'll hit the rotor with some brake clean. Here's the pad. Now they do look, they're identical in the back, so you can't screw them up. So they both go the same way. They have the same matching pattern See that? They're the same. But look how shiny they are. Look how glazed they are. Let me try something. Before I do anything, I'm gonna go ahead and clean my area. So here's the Duralast Elite brand. Oh, if you're wondering, part number is going to be this joker right here, DE1760. That's the part number from AutoZone. Now, I got the new one obviously to the right, and you can, I don't know if you can see the transfer layer pattern they have on this type. I love them because when you apply the brake the first time, it digs into that rotor and creates a new layer. The problem is this is smooth. So yeah, you hear how abrasive and rough that is? I got a penny here. Sounds smooth. See how rough that is? I have the owner's new pad. Let me pull that out. Here are the 3 brake pads right here. So you got the Duralast Elite on the right with the transfer technology, CarQuest in the center, and the OEM old one to the far left there. And it's smooth. The CarQuest one is just as smooth. So lightly, just putting the CarQuest pads on there, I can about guarantee they were gonna come back with noise. Let's do the penny test. Smooth. Smooth. Now let's do the CarQuest pad with the Duralast Elite pad. Duralast Elite to the right, CarQuest on the left. See the difference? See how abrasive that is? This is more susceptible to making noise, and again, you may not be able to like feel it yourself, but this is smooth. This is more abrasive. So I'm using these. And I told the owner when I pulled those pads out, I'm like, I was a little insecure about putting them on there. I don't want it to come back, and I just want this car fixed. So let's just go ahead and throw these pads on there. So again, this doesn't have any type of special sensor or anything that goes on here. I'm gonna get this in there. Okay, so like the other side, I had an issue getting this in there. Reason being the clip, look at the top here, it spread it out a little bit. I'm gonna knock this down on top of the rotor. The other one's collapsed already, so now it should just fall right on in there. There you go. I'm gonna do the same for the other side. Just make sure they're down. I know you got the guys that are out there with like that need torque specs and stuff. This is just a brake job. I mean, seriously, I'm not that guy. So yeah, you call me a hack. I'm not using a torque wrench for some brake pads. Am I going the wrong way? I think I was going the wrong way. I can't walk and chew gum. Camera stand in the way. My surface should be free of oil, so I hit it with brake clean. Watch. Get a good look at them now. So when we do our first test drive, you're gonna hear that grind, and we'll see how much of a layer it takes off. I'm gonna take it on a test drive now. I'll pump the brakes first. Feels fine. First, you should hear that noise. I'm gonna turn everything off so you can hear it. Yeah, I don't know if you can hear it, but it's grinding. All right, let me back up. Go to the stop sign. There you go. That's the noise it makes. Okay, I'm putting the seatbelt on. Golly. You can see how aggressive they are. All right, now I should be able to get a better sound without the seatbelt light. Let me go to this next block, turn around. Here we go. So you can see how they're just digging themselves into the rotors. Here's another stop. All right, let me break these pads and rotors in. All right, I've got about a mile and a half on it now. I'm coming from a 50 miles an hour stop, so I'm gonna go ahead and apply the brakes. Do that a couple more times until it subsides. So not only are the front were making noise, but the backs are too. So the fronts are fine. I can guarantee that. It's just when whoever put that solution on there got on the front and the back pads. Yeah, so we're gonna have to do the back ones also, because I know they're gonna complain about that one. So the fronts are fine. Let's take a look at the rotor now. If you notice any difference. And I can see patches. I don't know if the camera shows the detail where there's a part of the transfer layer there. You can see some of where it was digging in. I don't have any qualms about these rotors here. I'm not rotors, but the pads. So despite the back making noise, I'm just gonna have to do those too. But in regards to the front, there's a little bit of that layer on the rotor. No big deal, it'll rub off. But I don't know if it'll pick up the detail. You can definitely tell where it's been scratching, but it's not as aggressive. Look at the it's the passengers. Look at the driver's side. I want to say this one's more aggressive, but it sounded like most of the grinding came from the passenger side. But the thing is, the inside pad is the one that takes up all the load, not so much the outside. So I'm sure that really made a big difference. But you can hear it What I'm gonna do, I gotta get this other pad knocked out, and I got another vehicle coming, so I'm gonna let this ride out, no pun intended. But if anything happened, I'll definitely update. Hit the link, subscribe to the channel, stay informed, have a chance on my work. See you on the next one.